Peace, peace, keys and queens. What's going on? Today's a good day to have a great day. This podcast, uh, fairly new. I want to say this is like I want to say episode 3. Um, it's different for me because it's not even scripted. I guess this is like my diary, and whatever pops into my mind or whatever aha that I have, or if I'm just like I do a lot of self-assessing, self-reflecting. Um, I'm in my thoughts a lot. So I was just going back into a time where, I, okay, I heard something where they said, I want to make sure I get this right. Live to die, don't die to live. And that really hit kind of deep. And I thought about it real hard, especially how I spoke about it in the last episode about me just rediscovering myself. And when I was younger, like I went through some ish. By me going through what I went through, I I grew into something. I grew into what made me who I am. When I was younger, I would be this. Just think about when we were kids. I don't know about you, but like the friends that I hung out with, we were a bunch of daredevils. Boys would be boys. We would just do all kinds of stuff. We were curious. Our imagination just ran wild. Not like these cartoons now, but like the Muppet Babies. Any of these cartoons, it was really about just imagination. If you really think about those old school cartoons, it went back into like imaginations, and we would jump off porches, bikes, skateboards. We would go down hills, not not even thinking about cars coming or just going through blocks and blocks because we find this long hill and we just my father's he's a plumber, so we would grab a piece of uh, plywood and put it over a brick and then try to like run our skateboards and bikes over it, and we try to hop over fences, and we would just do all types of crazy stuff, but we were living to die. And I had to think about it. I was like, well, what does that mean, to live to die? Live to die just means that, die on E. So when everything is said and done, did you live the life that you were supposed to live? Did you do everything that you wanted to do? You were living to die. Where when you get to that point where it's just like, you ever see movies, and especially like religious movies, and like old grandma, old grandpa, and they're like, I'm ready to go home. I lived a good life. They live to die. Like they done everything. They've exhausted every possibility that they could, or whatever the case may be, that's in their power. They've seen it all. They've done it all. They they're content. So death for them, it's like, okay, I'm good. There's not much more for me to really to do. But then now we're at a job doing 80, 100 hours. We're trying to kill ourselves to make our mates happy. We're trying to do everything possible to give our kids what, not what they need, but what they want. So we're killing ourselves to live. we're at a job that's like stressing us out just for us to survive. We're not we're not living, we're surviving. So we need to get out of survival mode and move into living mode, enjoyment, and like live life. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, don't work your job, or don't, quit your job, find another. Nah, but be mindful. Be mindful of how you approach your job. If you have to work the 80 hours or the 100 hours, then look at it in a different light. Look at it in a different way. Certain words that you're saying, like, oh, I have to get to work. No, I get to go to work. I have to go to work to go pay these bills. You don't have to do ish. Believe it or not, we all have choices. There might be some type of consequence after those choices, but you still have that choice. You have that choice that, you know what? I don't feel like getting up right now. You can go back to bed. You don't feel like going to work. You don't gotta go to work. You might get fired. You might get docked. You might get, written up. But you don't have to go to work. Nobody holding a gun to your head. That's a choice that you made. So the choices that you make leads up to the consequence. Or I can't even say consequences, because you don't want to, again, see the wordplay. You don't want to relate choices with consequences. So there's always a reaction to an action. So whatever action you took, it's going to lead to that reaction of action that you took. So you took this action of not going to work today. This is that reaction of you not going to work. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of the words. I get to go to work and pay these bills. I get to go to work and, get baby girl, these Jordans, or, get baby girl, her nails done, or whatever the case may be. Look at that as a privilege. Look at that as, something positive. I get to. I want to. The more you implement that type of mindset, there's going to be some type of shift. You're not going to feel obligated, because when you start feeling obligated for something, when you feel obligated to tell somebody that you love them, then it kills the moment. You feel obligated, or you made somebody feel obligated to tell you that, oh, I'm sorry. It's not, I don't want it. You're only telling me that you're sorry because I told you, or I made you feel like you had to tell me you're sorry. But if you feel like, that you want to tell me sorry, it means more. So, live to die. Don't die to live. All right, we out here. Peace.